Just the other day, someone asked, and this happens every day, I shouldn't say just the other day, if you're a part of any mastermind group on Facebook or Reddit for real estate agents, a very common question that is asked is, what lead generation gives you the best ROI, which stands for return on investment? I'm heading into year 3 of real estate. I've focused only on my sphere, but I'm ready to build. What do I do? Do I do my own ads, Zillow, Google? Any advice is appreciated. Now, this is a fun question to answer when this comes up, and here's my personal answer. First, I'm a huge fan of generating your own leads when you can, rather than paying a company. There are some pay at close companies that I'll get into in a little bit, but I do want to say that before you try out any new lead sources, you'll want to ensure that you have the proper systems in place in order to handle and convert your lead sources. Otherwise, you'll end up disappointed because return on investment and getting that conversion not only comes from lead generation, but you need to have the proper follow-up and systems in place. That means you or someone in your company, like an inside sales agent or an agent, needs to consistently call leads regardless of what the source is. Some leads are harder to convert and require more calls than others, but regardless, you need to make those calls. And all lead generation requires multiple attempts, not just 1 or 2, and consistent long-term follow-up until they are ready to proceed. And at that point, they know you, they have trust in you, they know your value, and they don't go to another agent. Otherwise, you just wasted money on a lead that you waited for, and then they end up working with someone else. Number 1, have systems and procedures in place to handle the leads with follow-up protocol. 2, have automations in place for lead flow and leads you're nurturing to supplement your efforts and for leads that have different behavior-based activities. 3, have the skill set to handle critical conversations. And 4, don't give up after just a couple of attempts. Some leads, I've talked to agents, will take phone call number 8 or phone call number 10, and then they answer the phone and they end up converting the lead. So when I say systems and procedures, I specifically mean in your CRM. Have those drip campaigns, and not just any generic drip campaign, you have one that actually converts. That's a whole other topic, not for today. Set up your lead flow, automation, smart lists, training, and skill set for conversations. Now, to answer the question, what lead generation? Here are some of my favorites that I've become familiar with, and they have the proof to back it up from our clients. 1, street text. You can set up Facebook ads and Instagram ads, otherwise under the umbrella of Meta. These are the lowest leads that you can create. They are the hardest to convert, but this is because you're catching them before they are doing intentional activities by going to Google and Zillow. Number 2, with street text, you can either do DIY, do-it-yourself ads with the proven templates, or they offer done-for-you services. Whichever option you choose, I do DIY. Whichever option you choose, I'm a personal user of street text. I love the mastermind group and the mastermind calls they host. They're also valuable, always valuable. Second is Ylopo. If you're looking for an easy, done-for-you lead generation, I should mention street text also does remarketing. If you're looking for an easy done-for-you lead generation and remarketing, but you also want other things bundled within that, Ylopo might be the one service you're looking for. Ylopo offers not only lead generation and remarketing, but also website, IDX, lead nurture tools for sellers, property alerts, AI tools, AI texting, AI calls. But again, don't rely on the AI to convert your leads. It's a great supplement to either they make the initial connection and it passes on to you, or it's a great supplement if it's calling and you're calling. Okay, so far we got street text and Ylopo. Next is Easy Home Search. Easy Home Search is providing you with organic, direct, and pay-per-click leads from Google. They also offer other tools such as lead nurturing for your entire database, Maybe it is enrichment. Enrichment, I can't remember off the top of my head. Definitely verification, open house tools, different landing pages, blog creation, newsletter creation, and conversion training with Travis and Nikki. Great team there at Easy Home Search. Now we're leveling up here. So street text is the lowest cost per lead. Ylopo, if you're just looking at cost per lead, is sort of middle ground. They're generating both Facebook and, when I say Facebook, both Meta and Google leads with other stuff involved, not just a lead gen company. Easy Home Search is specifically focused on pay-per-click, and you are locked in one agent per county. So now we're getting up there in price. And that's where I'm going with this, is we're going to be talking about lead generation services that our clients recommend and we've heard good things about, but we're starting at lowest cost to the highest. Next is Dippity. They do Meta ads and Google ads, but it's more of a white glove service through a method called Flywheel, where it's a continuation rotation through marketing, depending on what activities people are doing, which ads they interact with, and so on. And then the final lead generation provider is Asterisk Marketing. These are also white glove services. They provide Google pay-per-click ads, but it's more white glove, so it is a bit more expensive than the other services. So you can go with something like Ylopo or Easy Home Search for PPC Google leads, pay-per-click leads. They're going to be a little bit less expensive than something like Asterisk and Dippity. Now, if you are looking for a complete breakdown of these lead generation sources, I have created a guide for how to do that. So if you would like a complete breakdown of the technology and the lead generation providers we recommend, depending on where your business is, then we're putting up a QR code on the video where you can scan if you're not at your computer and you're watching on your TV. Or I'm going to be putting a link in the description to request that guide. So a quick explanation of the tips I recommend for setting up Follow Up Boss, the CRM that you use, or setting up Follow Up Boss or any CRM that you use to increase your conversion. 1, set up your new lead workflows for lead distribution. Think about this intentionally. Set up campaigns that actually produce results. 2, reduce your tasks and streamline your workflow and follow-ups using smart lists. CRMs call them smart filters. Automate your follow-up and supplement your follow-up through automations whenever the stage is changed and when the lead is labeled via tag of the type of client they are, like a buyer, a seller, a luxury client, new construction, expired, FSBO, investor buyer, renter to future buyer. 4, set up behavior-based automations. If you're going to be using services like Street Text, Ylopo, Dippity, Easy Home Search, these 4 push over tags when leads interact with something that they're pushing out, like a remarketing ad. And you want to make sure that those people are top of mind with automation and top of mind with smart lists. And also Follow Up Boss lets you create like behavior-based automation when someone inquires or someone views a property. 5, use the Follow Up Boss dialer to call through your leads quickly, and use the AI summary, create the AI summary for you and record the calls for legal purposes if needed. 6, install the Follow Up Boss Pixel if one of the providers gives you a website like Ylopo or Easy Home Search for tracking. 7, if you advertise yourself with phone numbers, use team inboxes. 8, automate your anniversary and post-closing emails once someone becomes a past client. 9, take advantage of deals automations. We use the CRM Follow Up Boss for transaction management rather than a third-party platform. 10, use custom fields to help you organize information. So again, if you want access to our real estate tech guide, which includes lead generation, depending where you are in your real estate journey, then you can request that in the link in the description. One final thing is, I did say I was going to give you pay at closing sources. Let me go through these. These are the ones that I know of today that are legitimate. Ojo, Upness, Estately, Rocket Homes, Homelight, Agent Pronto, Referral Exchange, Fast Expert, Veterans United, OpCity. Now the pay at close, they ask for a big chunk of change. And then finally, leads from places like Zillow.